Welcome to Restorative Yoga. For today, I have my mat sort of horizontally just so you'll be able to see a little bit better, but I recommend placing the end of your mat up against the wall because we will do legs up the wall during this flow. Some items that'll help you with this restorative practice: a bolster or a couch cushion, pillow, whatever you have handy, a couple of blocks or a book, and then last but not least, our folded blanket. So let's get started. Grabbing your bolster, bring it in front of you in a vertical orientation. Grab your folded blanket or towel, whatever you have handy, and place it at the end of the bolster. And then bring the knees on either side of the bolster like so. The tops of the feet are going to rest on the blanket. Big toes touch. And then just make sure that the corners of the bolster are kind of midway on the thigh. From here, we're going to walk the hands up the bolster and bring them on either side of the mat, bringing the torso onto the bolster. And then you can turn your head either to the right or to the left, whatever feels comfortable here. Forearms are on the mat, arms are relaxed. And as always in restorative, we're going to hold the posture for an extended period of time. I will keep track of the time, so just relax into this pose, welcoming yourself to the practice. Maybe close your eyes, settle in. Letting go of anything you were doing before you arrived here in this moment. Letting go of the past, letting go of anything that does not serve you right now in this moment. Just welcoming yourself to the present, to this practice. Feeling that gratitude that you took the time today to show up for yourself, and that's always important. And begin to breathe deeply into the back of the body, breathing into the tailbone. This is a very holistic, very nurturing posture to help recalibrate, rebalance the nervous system. So just breathe here. If you find that your mind is wandering to the future or things that you need to do after this, just try to connect to the breath here. Try to connect to the inhale deeply into the back of the body and the exhale, and just keep the awareness there. And it's okay if the mind wanders. We're not here to be critical of ourselves. We're just here to show up for ourselves and to engage in this practice. By showing up to the mat, engaging in the practice, we begin to shift our perspective and our reality. And that's where the magic happens, right? We show up for ourselves, and then little by little, day by day, our perspective changes through this practice, through the work. A little longer in this posture. From here, pressing into the palms, bend through the elbows, and bring the torso back up. Excellent. From here, we're going to do legs up the wall. So like I mentioned, it'll be helpful to have your mat up against the wall. So grab your folded blanket and bring it to the wall. And from here, come to sit on the blanket. And it doesn't matter which side you sit on, but you basically want to sit as I am, with one side of the body against the wall or close to the wall, and then one side of the body is not adjacent to the wall. And then from here, of course, your mat is going to be in front of you. From here, we're going to slide our hand up our mat and then slowly turn and lower the body at the same time so that the legs travel up the wall. And then from here, you might have to, wiggle your way. And so what I recommend is you can press your feet into the wall and then kind of shimmy your way towards the wall. Again, depending on your flexibility here, or depending on how tight your hamstrings are, you may want to be a little bit further away from the wall so that the legs aren't as straight. And of course, if this is uncomfortable or you feel any pain, then my recommendation would be to press the soles of the feet into the wall like so. But if there's no, constraints, then feel free to stretch the legs up the wall, flexing through the feet. Take a deep inhale here. Breathing into the lungs and the belly, and sigh it out. Bringing your right hand to your belly, your left hand on top of your heart. Elbows are bent, but the biceps are resting on the earth here. So there's no strain. And just close your eyes here. Allowing the blood to flow down towards the torso, towards the heart chakra. Once again, I will keep track of the time for us and let you know when it is time to transition to our next posture. Settling in here. And just breathe into the soles of the feet. Feeling the diaphragm and the chest and the belly expand here. As you exhale, allowing the breath to sound in the back of the throat. And again, just keeping that connection to the breath. Your mind is always going to wander. It's always going to think about what happened or what is to come, and that's fine. Part of quieting our mind is to accept that. Accept the reality mind is always going to wander. And that's okay. It's okay for our mind to wander. But our control, or what is within our control, is our focus. So if we focus on our breath, for example, then we can draw our attention away from past events or events to come. From here, bend the knees, placing the soles of the feet against the wall, and then just simply turn to come either to the right or left side, whatever works for you, and then press into your palm and come back up. And let's prepare for our next posture. So bringing your folded blanket to the middle of the mat. Grab your bolster and place it, yes, so grab your folded blanket, place it in the middle of your mat, and then come to sit. Come to sit. No, I'm so sorry. Place your folded blanket in the middle of your mat. Bring the bolster so that it is perpendicular to that folded blanket. Now I just need to reorientate the way I'm seated. Bring your tailbone to the bottom of the bolster and place your palms on either corner of that bolster. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Feet are flexed. From here, bend through the elbows and slowly lower the torso onto the bolster like so. Now, if this is too much, too intense, feel free to grab a block or a couple of blocks and feel free to place them underneath the bolster to lift the bolster a little bit here. So feel free to always kind of play with it a little and see what works for you. So once the torso and your head are lying on the bolster, place the palms out. Place the arms out, palms facing up. Excuse me, don't know what is going on with my brain today. And then relax the feet so the toes can splay out here. And then take a deep breath in here into this chest opener, opening the heart chakra. Maybe tuck the chin in very slightly, just to make sure that the back of the neck is elongated. And then close your eyes. I'm going to play one of my bowls for you today. So just stay here in this posture, breathing into the heart chakra. Placing the palms underneath the lower back here at the corners of the bolster. Press into the palms and slowly lift the torso, chin to chest, until you come back to an upright position. Excellent. From here, we are going to turn the bolster behind us so that it's horizontal. And then let's grab a block, place it behind us, and then we're just going to turn and swing our legs over the bolster here. Okay? Now we want to make sure, when we move the block, we want to make sure that the heels of our feet are grounded and are touching the mat. So if they're not, then that just means you need to bring the bolster closer to your sit bones. Now, once you're here, grab the block and place it between the knees. And I always like to start on the highest setting and then play with it from there in terms of how much I will go into the forward fold. So, inhale, lift through the sit bones, crown of the head rises, lift the arms up skyward, and exhale, hinge from the hips, and bring your forehead, your third eye, to rest against the block. Now, if you're looking for something a little deeper here, feel free to play with the level of the block, maybe bring it down a little bit, and see how that feels. Breathing into the back of the body. Keeping that connection to the breath. The belly and the diaphragm expand. Close the eyes. Connection and that awareness to the breath. As you inhale, feel the belly pressing against the legs. Notice that constraint there with the breath, massaging through the lower abdomen as you inhale and exhale. See if you can expand the breath in other directions. Bringing in awareness to the third eye, maybe even gazing essentially bowing to ourselves, feeling that gratitude towards our bodies for all the amazing things that it does for us. Gently lift the forehead from the block and place the block to the side. And then walk the hands up the legs towards the torso so you come back into a seated position. From here, we're going to swing the legs off the bolster and come to sit. I guess to start, we can sit on the left hip, okay? We're gonna keep the orientation the same as far as the bolster and the blanket, and we're gonna need that block, so it's great that it's sort of handy at the top of the mat. From here, gently slide your hand up the spine of your mat, bringing the side of your torso to rest on the bolster. Grab your block, and again, depending on your comfort level, desire, whatever that might look like today, you might want it on the highest setting between the palms, or the lowest setting, or the medium setting, whatever works for you today. But come into this posture with the block between the palms. Gently rest the left ear against the bicep, and just breathe here into the right side of the body. And here you can have the knees sort of bent and stacked like I have it, or if you want maybe a deeper stretch here, you can slide the right leg out, keeping the knee bent, bringing the right knee to the sole of the left foot. Whatever works for you here. Close the eyes, settle in. Feeling the stretch in the right side body, in the rib cage, in the solar plexus. Place the block off to the side. Bring your right hand on top of the bolster in front of your heart space. Flip the left palm down on the earth, and then bending through the right elbow, press the right palm into the bolster and slide the left hand back towards your torso so you come back into an upright posture. Now, from here, I'm gonna just simply move the bolster to my other side, just because I want it to be easier for you to see. And I'm gonna slide my blanket just a little bit down my mat. But for you, just move to sit on the right hip, basically. And then grab your block, put it at the top of your mat, because you'll need it for us to do the left side of the body, excuse me. All right, so from here, the knees are stacked. The bolster is horizontal, parallel to our blanket that we're sitting on. And we're going to slide our right hand up the mat and slowly lowering the torso to the bolster. From here, grabbing our block with our left hand and placing it between the palms. And again, if you took that deeper stretch on the other side, then simply slide the left knee to the sole of the right foot. And breathe here into the left side of the body. Feel the gentle stretch from the hip into the left side, the left rib cage, the solar plex. Close the eyes. And just relax into this posture. The head rests against the bicep here. left hand, place the block on the earth. Bring the left palm in front of the heart chakra on the bolster and flip the right palm on the earth. Bending into the left elbow, press into the left hand, and come to an upright seated posture. Now, let's prepare the body and our mat for Shavasana next. And I have prepared a special Yoga Nidra to go with that. So let's grab our bolster. I always like to have a bolster under my knees. Grab your blanket, maybe put it at the top of your mat. If it's chilly where you are, maybe grab a second blanket just so you can cover your body and get a little bit deeper into the meditation. So once again, we want to bring the bolster close to our sit bones, and then holding onto the straps or holding onto the sides of the bolster, slowly lowering our torso to the earth. Come to lie on the back. The heels of the feet are connected to the mat. Always want to have that. But the knees are bent, which this kind of helps with your lower back, making sure that it is grounded into the earth as well. And so that's why I like having a bolster under the knees, particularly in Shavasana. So you can have your folded blanket or towel under your head as a pillow, tuck the chin in slightly, and then open the arms out, palms face up. Take a deep breath here and sigh it out. Gosh, that felt good. Maybe a couple more times. Inhale. One more. Close the eyes. Palms face up. Maybe part the lips. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. The jaw is relaxed here. And just bring an awareness back to the breath. Get comfortable. Close your eyes. Make any last minute adjustments. And let go of any lingering thoughts, any lingering feelings or expectations. Soften the face and jaw, and allow your body to become heavy, resting into the earth. Take a look inside, internally. Look inside your heart. Maybe set an intention of gratitude for this meditation. And stay with your breath. Bring your awareness to your body and any sensations that you might feel within your body. Just simply bringing that awareness, welcoming any sensations that you might feel without any judgment or intent to change. Bring an awareness to your face, beginning with the mouth. Feel the lips and any sensations. Feel the upper lip, the lower lip. Relax the tongue. Next, notice your cheeks. Notice your right cheek, your left cheek, your nose, your eyes. Notice your forehead. Feel your whole head. Bringing an awareness to the neck, the back of the neck, the throat. Bringing your awareness to the tops of your shoulders. Let them release to the earth and soften. Next, notice your chest. Feel it open and rise and fall with the breath. Moving your awareness to your belly. Feel it soften. Feel your belly fill with air as you inhale. Feel your body, feel your belly decompress as you exhale. Notice your legs. Notice your right leg, your left leg. Feel them relax. Notice your feet. Notice your right foot, your left foot. Feel your arches and toes. Lastly, notice your arms and hands. Notice your right hand, your left hand. Notice your fingers. Integrating and feeling all of the sensations in your body. Feel the wholeness of your body. Bringing your attention to your breath. As you inhale, bringing in white light, healing energies, love. As you exhale, letting go, releasing that which no longer serves you. Remembering your intention. In your mind's eye, imagine a star above your head, radiating light and love onto you. This is a magical star you can use. Use this light to travel through space and time to a desert. You notice the orange sand dunes on either side. feel the heat of the sun on your face. In the distance, you see an oasis. You notice the warmth of the sand on your feet. You feel the warm wind caress your face. And you notice a camel traveling alongside you to the oasis. Notice the lush, fragrant vegetation and flowers of all colors surround you. Notice the magic star shining above the calm water in the middle of the oasis. You approach the water. You feel the cool air in the shade of the trees. You gaze into the clear water, seeing your reflection. You are the bright, magical star. Remember your intention. Notice all the parts of contact your body has with the earth. Notice your belly and your chest rising and falling with your breath. Coming back to your body. Notice your belly and chest rising and falling with your breath. Let your body expand into your surroundings. Begin to introduce any movement that feels good back to the body. Maybe wiggle your toes, move your fingers, open and close the hands, point and flex the feet. Just anything that feels good, that feels right. Now when you're ready, and again there's no rush, but when you're ready, take your time and slowly come into a fetal position on your left side. As you lay on your left side in a fetal posture, take a deep breath in and exhale, bringing the right palm in front of the heart chakra on the floor. Slowly press into the right hand and come to sit in an upright posture, easy pose, or crisscross applesauce, whichever you like. Inhale, make a big circle with the hands and arms, palms touch overhead. Exhale, draw the palms down to the heart space, resting the thumbs into the sternum at the heart chakra, keeping the eyes closed. Take a deep inhale here as we seal our practice with an Om. Inhale. Fluttering the eyes open. Take your time as you put your props away and roll up your mat. Restorative can be very relaxing, and so the last thing we want to do is rush into the next activity after doing this. So just take your time, be mindful, there's no rush. I hope you enjoyed this practice. I know I enjoyed sharing it with you. Feel free to check out our other videos, subscribe to our channel. Feel free to check out our Patreon page to support us. Until we meet again, from my heart to yours, namaste.